I am delighted to be here today to welcome y'all. We are here to celebrate the success of our wonderful students. We are absolutely also here to celebrate and appreciate the friends, the family, the loved ones, everyone that sacrificed and supported along the way so that our students could take this giant step forward in changing their lives. We will begin this afternoon with an invocation from Terrell Anthony, followed by our national anthem. Grant Gibson is here to say a few words specifically to our veterans. Then we will have a look into the future of IT by the Chief Technology Evangelist for CompTIA, James Stanger. We have a campus director message for you from our longest tenured campus director, Jarvis Hill. And to wrap things up, our keynote today will be from our founder, our CEO, the man, the myth, the legend, Tony Galati. Thanks so much for being here.
Please join us as we bow our heads in prayer. Heavenly Father, we ask that you cover those who are graduating with your abundant grace and perpetual light. Fill them with the hope to face the future with brand new eyes and open minds. Help them to focus the lessons learned and the knowledge and skills gained through their education so that they may better the world. For they are the future standard bearers. Be the light of inspiration that guides them to the well of goodness and mercy. And as they move toward their goals, we ask that you touch their hearts and minds and fill them with fond reflections of their sacrifices on the journey to their moment of truth. All of this we ask in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Congratulations, you made it. As a Marine veteran, I respect what you've been able to do over the last few months. Hard work and dedication from all of you is what has got you where you are today. We want to offer a special salute to our military veterans. From our leadership, our team members, and your fellow students, we recognize the sacrifice that you had to make to get here today. And we want to thank you for your service and your families for supporting you in this endeavor. You have proven you have what it takes to accomplish the mission. Having been members of the armed forces, you know what service means and how important it is. And I want you to know that's the same mission we have here, to change lives through serving you. And I hope that you will carry that forward with you. And as you move forward in your career, I want you to think about how you can serve others to do the same thing. Remember, it's not just where you're going or where you are. It's also about those that are following in your footsteps. And you can mold them to be IT professionals just like you. I am so very proud of every one of you for what you've accomplished. Thank you for letting us be the catalyst to change your life. Congratulations, and I wish you the best of luck on every endeavor in your career. I can't wait to see you out there.
Hey, how you doing? My name's James Stanger, and I'm Chief Technology Evangelist for CompTIA. And I want to congratulate you, graduates of MyComputerCareer, for your achievement. You have joined in quite the group. When I say quite the group of IT professionals. So thank you for joining that group. And I have a few kind of pointers and a few things to talk about before we start. So first of all, my last kid graduated. This is his graduate cap and gown. Well, his cap is over here and his gown is right here. But I wanted to get a little deeper into some tech here, just to give you an idea of the wonderful tradition of innovators, of problem solvers, of techies that you've gone into. First of all, I ended up inheriting some of this old equipment. This is a dictaphone. It's also called an Ediphone. This is 3 pieces of equipment. This one records. This is where I can actually record my voice, and it records into these really cool little dilly whoppers here. You can take a look at it here. That is a voice recording right here. This is basically a piece of memory. Well, this here is where I can actually listen in on it. I can transfer that over here. This actually erases this. So this was stuff that worked into late 19th century, clear in, and was used into the middle of the 20th. To open this up, my cousin gave me a 1964 and a half Mustang. She was an instructor. I found this in the trunk. It's a 16K RAM module that was used for one of the computers that she had. Pretty cool stuff. I think it was used for a Sinclair computer. But I think it's an interesting tradition that you're part of, because in here I put a few other things. Look here, here's a memory module. We've moved from this type of memory to this type of memory right here to this, right? Think of the massive computing capability that is at your hands. This here we can move into even more so. This here is an old modem card. That's what that is. There's where you put your phone into. Network interface card. We're moving into the 90s now. Well, and how about the 2000s to 2020 here? It's an Android. I'm an Android person. You iPhone users are fine, I guess. But as an IT professional, think of the progression that you belong to. Think of the progression of ideas of technology. And let's not stop there. We have smart watches, right? That we can use, that we can now talk into, that we can have telephone conversations with, create videos. But beyond that, there's the cloud. There's artificial intelligence, nanotechnology. We've got the use of blockchain. And with artificial intelligence, now instead of somebody like a lawyer or whoever it was who dictated this to a secretary, or instead of people who simply use the internet, now you have machines that are going to think for themselves, and you're going to be part of that. So I've got some advice for you, because it's not all about the tech. It's about the minds and the goodwill of the people who get behind the tech. So first of all, I want you to stay curious. Now, you have been involved in a lot of learning. That's great. Don't stop learning. Keep curious about the technology. Make sure that you create a good foundation of learning. I think you've done that by working at MyComputerCareer to learn. But sometimes you'll have to get back into that foundation and start learning a few new things. So always stay curious about the technology. Second, get deep into the technologies themselves. Don't just stick with some particular brand or some particular approach. Learn what's going on underneath the technology, as it were. Another thing I want you to think about is to be unconventional in your thoughts. Lately, things have been very unconventional worldwide, haven't they? We've had a lot of asynchronous threats, things that we didn't expect. But it's interesting to see how the IT profession and IT professionals such as you have stepped up. They've stepped up their game, and we led the way in helping the world communicate. And we're going to keep doing that. And we've been doing that for a long time. And I'm just excited to be part of that. And you should be too. One other thing I'd like you to think about is think of other people. Think about how this technology that you are using, that you are helping create, whether it be as a coder, whether it be as somebody who's an administrator of a cloud service, somebody who's doing cybersecurity, one of my favorite things. Think about how you can help other people with diversity, diversity of thought, with cultural diversity. Think of ways that you can include other people, including random acts of kindness everywhere. The other thing I'd like you to think about is IT is not a lonely profession. It's something that is incredibly collaborative. Let me see if I can give you a quick story. There's this, here's an old piece of technology, a book. There was this guy named Lord Byron. You'll have to Google who he was. He's a poet. I've read probably a lot of this stuff. Byron has nothing to do with what I'm talking about, but his daughter, Ada Lovelace, some people know her as Ada Lovelace, but it's Ada Lovelace. She has everything to do with computing technology. She is actually involved, along with Charles Babbage, in some of the first computer languages and some of the first computer programs, some of the first computers ever thought of and designed in the 19th century. She helped create not this stuff, but precursors to the very computers, to the very devices that we use every day. And there's even some debate, well, she wasn't all that involved, or maybe she really was. And that debate is usually led by people who know nothing about programming, who know nothing about IT, and how collaborative it is. She helped Babbage articulate thoughts and perfect thoughts that he never would have been able to do. My point it's very important to get into collaboration, to work with other people. So as part of this, and just as I sign off here, I want to see if I can encourage you to collaborate with each other, to work with each other, to network. So as far as networking is concerned, get on LinkedIn, get your profile going. I've got one. I'm James Stanger. I'm on LinkedIn. And what I want you to do, is a beautiful day outside. I'm going to take a selfie of myself. And what I want you to do is feel free to join in if you want and join my network. It's the beginning of what it means to collaborate and work with fellow IT professionals. So as you think about all of the different technologies, as we move on in the world from this old stuff to all the new stuff, all of the things that are available to you, think more along than just, hey, the world's my oyster, I can do this. Think about how you can work to push the envelope forward yourself in the world of IT. Congratulations on your graduation. Take care and talk to you soon.
Hello, my name is Jarvis Hill, Campus Director at MyComputerCareer Arlington Campus. And on behalf of all campus directors, I would like to first say that it is an honor and a privilege to be here today to witness this special occasion and to celebrate with you, because today is the day we celebrate your academic achievements and accomplishments. Today is also an opportunity to celebrate family, friends, faculty, and staff, because they too were a part of the journey. And I know that they are very excited for you and very proud of you. Each of you have made an incredible sacrifice and transformation to not only start the program, but to finish and graduate. Many of you that joined us were a little nervous, uncertain, and some of you needed extra guidance and motivation. And for some, it was simply a breeze. You overcame adversity and obstacles like having car problems, having to work late, childcare issues, a lack of sleep. I could go on and on, but through all of that, you still made it to this day. Today, you have taken the first steps towards the beginning of a new journey. You leave us as professionals with limitless opportunity and promise. And remember, stay true to who you are. And always remember the motivation that brought you to MyComputerCareer in the beginning. Carry that motivation with you as you move along this new path. Find your passion, cultivate it, let it grow, and follow it as it continues to grow. A wise man once said, "Do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life." I strongly urge you to continue to discover that spark, the spark that ignites your passion and creativity. That same spark, and in time, will turn into a flame and will guide you through this wonderful, strange world we call information technology professionals. Some of you will go on to work at major IT companies, and some of you will start your own business, which will flourish and bring you the freedom that you've always desired. And maybe, just maybe, a brave few of you will go on to become IT instructors and receive your own bright-eyed group of students. And in turn, send them off into the world, knowing that you have helped shape people who will make a difference, just as you are. Although you have been guided and motivated by the faculty and staff here at MyComputerCareer, you have also inspired and motivated us as well. And we are extremely proud and excited for what the future holds. As you begin this new chapter in your life and begin taking the first steps of this new journey, remember this advice. First, do not just get involved. Fight for your seat at the table. Better yet, fight for a place at the head of the table. Second piece of advice, never underestimate the power of your example, meaning the very fact that you are here today and graduating, it's possible because earlier generations shattered the myth that you could not or should not be where you are today. And my last piece of advice is very simple, but probably most important. Persevere. Nothing worthwhile is easy, and no one achievement has ever avoided failure, and sometimes major failures. Learn from your mistakes and do not give up. Do not quit. In closing, I would like to recognize our WCITP students, our world-class IT professionals. You maintained a 90% or better GPA, you completed 90% or above the required attendance, and you have earned at least 6 certifications. This is an outstanding accomplishment. This shows your dedication and commitment to your education and training, but more importantly, it shows potential employers your commitment to excellence. Great job. Also, many of you have intentions to further your education and training, which will allow you to continue to develop your IT skills. And our cybersecurity specialist program, our cybersecurity engineer program, and the associate's degree program will be great opportunities for you to do so. Please stay connected with the career services staff and the alumni services team for ongoing job placement assistance, for refresher courses, and the opportunities to complete more IT certifications, which are needed in the ever-changing IT industry. Today is the beginning for each of you. Every day is a new opportunity to change your life. But remember, the secret to change is not only to focus your energy on fighting the old, but building the new. So please come back, visit us. You're always welcome, and I wish you all the best in the future. Thank you so much for allowing us to be a part of your future, and congratulations, and may God bless.
Hello, graduates, or rather alumni. I'm Kelly Dowling, Director of Alumni Services here at MyComputerCareer. We are so incredibly proud of what you've accomplished and all the sacrifices that you've made to be here today. As Jarvis stated, you're now a MyCC alum, and that means you're a part of our team forever. So let's talk about what that looks like. After a few years in your new IT career, you may need to recertify or take a refresher course just to brush up on your skills. We've got you covered. After all, the IT industry is dynamic and the landscape is constantly changing. Your alumni department can assist you in enrolling in boot camps and refresher courses, and we fully expect that you'll return for professional development as you advance and grow in your IT journey. Further, as Jarvis mentioned, you may find a passion for a certain aspect of IT once you have a bit of experience under your belt. Maybe you start thinking about a career in cybersecurity. You'll need certifications like the EC Council's Certified Ethical Hacker, which is a part of our cybersecurity specialist program. It's important that you talk to us about your goals so that we can help identify the best path forward, which could include our cybersecurity specialist program, our cybersecurity engineering program, which can then culminate in the opportunity to earn your associate's degree in cybersecurity. Last, please stay connected with us. Remember, you have lifetime career service benefits. They can help you refine that resume, ace that interview, and land that dream job. And these services are a free benefit that we provide for all of our graduates. So please take advantage of them. Please also be sure to connect with us on our Alumni Services LinkedIn page and visit our new alumni page on our mycomputercareer.edu website. This is where you'll find links to career advancement programs, refreshers, and so much more. We're even working on an events calendar where you can find out about upcoming job fairs and other networking opportunities. Your alumni department is here for you every step of the way. Please feel free to contact us if a question pops up. We love hearing from our alumni, where you are in your career path, and where you want to go. This is your MyComputerCareer family for life. God bless, and good luck in your endeavors.
Congratulations. And I mean it with all my heart. Congratulations. I am so proud of you. There is nothing that makes me happier and more excited than to know there is a group of warriors who overcame their fears, overcame the difficulties of this very strenuous program, and made it here today to graduation. I am so excited for you. You have such a great future ahead of you. Many of y'all, before you even entered this program, had to overcome your fears and overcome obstacles just to get in to the program and join MyComputerCareer on this trek. And then everybody, once you got into the program, had obstacles that came up, obstacles that might have prevented you from learning what you needed to learn and gaining the skills you needed to gain and get those certifications that are so important to your new career. And yet you stuck with it. You overcame all of those fears. You pushed through those obstacles, those barriers, those things that came up in your life while you were going through this program, and you made it. You gained the certifications you needed. You gained the skills you needed. You gained that education and all that knowledge you needed. And here you are today where we can celebrate your success. I am so happy for you. And those families and friends who are here to celebrate with you, I want them to know really how special you are. It is not common for people who are stuck in a dead-end job or simply aren't happy with the way their life is going. It is not common for people to take control of that situation. Instead, so many just will complain about it, they'll whine about it, but they'll never change. But you did something about it. You decided, I am not going to be satisfied with the status quo. I am not going to live in the life that I have today. I'm going to take control of my future. I'm going to enroll at MyComputerCareer. And when this curriculum got really hard very quickly, you stuck with it. You worked as hard as you possibly could, and you made it. You're successful. You are here today, and your friends and your family who are here to celebrate with you need to know really what a warrior you are. To grab your future by the horns and just wrestle it to the point where you are now here, you're successful, and you're now ready to take that next step. Many have tried, and y'all saw it during your tenure here. There were some who simply couldn't overcome their fears. There were some who simply didn't have the confidence in themselves and the faith in our staff and our instructors to make it all the way through. And they didn't make it. But somewhere around 80% of our students do graduate. And you are there. While others have fallen aside, you stuck with it. You worked as hard as you needed to work. You got the support from your family and friends to help you achieve these goals, and you achieved it. Now, I know not everybody's finished. Just because you're graduating doesn't mean you're finished. I'm sure some of y'all still have certifications you still want that you didn't obtain, and you're going to stay with us. You're going to keep coming to class. You're going to keep coming to school so we can help you with the tutoring and the boot camps and refresher courses and whatever else we need to provide to make sure you finish up and you finish up all the certifications that you want to obtain with us. And some of y'all will be moving on to our next program focused on cybersecurity. Some of y'all will go all the way through the cybersecurity specialist program, the cybersecurity engineer program, and even on to our associate's degree program. Some of y'all are here to celebrate your graduation from those programs. Wherever you are, just know I am super proud. I am so happy that you were able to achieve this level of moving your future forward. That you today, you're a graduate. You will be able to say to your family and friends, you'll be able to put that graduation certificate up on your wall. You can show your kids, your future kids, that you accomplished what you set out to accomplish. We're going to stay with you. Our alumni at MyComputerCareer, you are with us forever. We're never going to let you go. So when you need help with a refresher course somewhere along the line, or you need help finding that next job, or maybe some of y'all are still looking for that first job, you just stay with us. We'll stay with you. And for the rest of your lives, we're going to help you make sure that this isn't just a job that you've gotten already or you're about to get, but this is going to be a real career. Because it's through that career, you're going to elevate your income and have the better life you came here for. So I'm happy for today, but I'm also happy that I'm going to be with you for the rest of your life, helping you with whatever you need to make sure this is a great career for you and that you are happy with the life you achieved. Thanks for letting me join you on this momentous day, and for you family and friends who are here to celebrate with us, these graduates, these warriors, thank you so much for supporting them in wanting to change their lives for the better.
Thank you, Tony, for those outstanding remarks. Your vision and the mission of MyComputerCareer is certainly being fulfilled in the lives of these graduates. And that brings us to the part of the ceremony you've all been waiting for, the presentation of the graduates.
Stephen Terrence Porter. Stephen Lamont Hill. Thomas Williams. Treson Lamar Kirkland. Tyler Evan Lee Hankins. Nakoma Running Wolf Morigo. Nicholas Nelson Jenkins. Nicholas J. Hack. Richard Shannon Fike. Richard Walter Ewell. Richard Wesley Spicer. Roy Hamilton. Shakira Anika Meadows. Shantarian Diana Wimbley. Stephen Anthony Redcross. Trevor Ryan Bauer. Wayne Douglas Leonard Jr. Zachary Michael Attavard. Nick Crabtree. Nikhil Shetty. Osmond Scott Cooper. Patrick O'Neill Williams. Paul Anthony Earnhardt. Paul Gooddale Kitt. Paul Herbert Granier. Philip Anthony Hersman. Pierre Mario Travis II. Quinn Charles Nicholson. Rafael Omar Smith. Randall Dane Deegan. Raymond Lewis Franklin Board Jr. Riley David Hart. Robert Christopher Rollins Jr. Robert Dale Fletcher. Robert Dwayne Washington Jr. Robert Hunter Coleman Jr. Roderick Darrell Barlow. Riddell Linston McAdoo. Samuel Jason McGard. Seth Edward Venable. Sean Preston Sinzinger. Stephen Michael Link. Tanika Williams. Thomas Blake Williams. Torian Drake Williams. Trevor Andrew Ellison. Valentin Valdez Jr. Walter Lee Davis III. Wayne Paul. William P. Robinson. Xavier Richard Menifee. Yashira Marie Perez Morales. Zachary Sauer. Tommy Kenneth Smith. Patrice V. Yulin. Nadei Akua Koti. Najiula Rahman. Nakia Viola Brown. Naani Tremaine Lee. Natira Lynn Coleman. Nathan Bedford. Nathan M. McMurray. Nathan Michael Delate. Nathan Swallow. Nikedrian Croft. Nelson Eddie Kimmel. Nelson Enrique Rafael Guevara. Nelton Willem Davis. Nicholas Matulin. Nicholas Haggerty. Nicholas Ryan Bartosh. Nicholas William Smith. Nicholas Scott Hale. Nicole Leafty. Nithya Alicia Industrious. Nabia Sinclair Agoimbin. Noah Justin Sowers. Noe Alexander Hernandez. Norman Maury. Nyla Leanna Carol Jacobs. Odile Yumuhoza. Olatunbosin Victor Olagbami. Omar Bryant Jones. Omar Kadir Khan. Omar Griffin. Onika Krishandra Dotson. Oscar Jared Brown. Pablo Rafael Gayton. Padam Biswa. Pamela Eichner. Paris Page. Parker Allen Rosignol. Patrick Bloomfield. Patrick Arrington. Patrick John Commings. Patrick Lamar Randall. Patrick Michael Kielty. Patrick Mustafa K. Kamanda. Patrick Orlando Clark. Patrick Raymond Hayes II. Patrick Wesley Richardson. Paul Alfonso Watson. Paul Coy. Paul Cordell McDonald. Paul Henry Welch II. Paul Michael Glazer. Paul Michael Green. Paul Wayne Walter Jr. Pearl Leon Turner Jr. Phoenix Thyatira James. Philip Anthony Eugene Mack. Philip Oglesby. Philip Eugene Oxendine. Philip Todd Schaus. Placido Diaz. Prentice Jones. Preston Darnell Hughes. Prikesh Man Singh. Quandil Mershin Chandler. Quashel Sherry Peel. Quatarius Dequan Holden. Q. Conway. Quentin DeMarco Guillory. Quentin Marcus Ellaby. Quince Markel Easter. Quincy Lamont Hammond. Quinn Farlando Crawford. Quentin Harper. Rachel Abigail Irizarry. Rachel Christine Guerin. Rachel Lee Bryant. Raekwon Lamount Dozier. Rafael Perez. Rahel Wandimu Biru. Rajan Kareem Akers. Rashad Antonio Cook. Rashid Claude Johnson. Rashawn Khalil Gray. Raul Guerrero. Raymond Roundtree. Raymond Jamal Gilmore. Rebecca Ann Hoagland. Redmond Davis Wormsley. Reginald Charles Jackson. Reginald R. Cummings. Reginald Sheroyd Clinton. Renard Diggs. Renee Francisco Bolanos. Renee Habib Gildas Zoba. Renwick Juan Lewis. Rhonda Arlene Curry. Richard Felix. Richard Lynch. Richard Eugene Kessler, Jr. Richard Mark Fleming. Richard Olin Cleaver. Ricky Dwayne Flanagan. Ricky George. Ricky Rea Cruz Alvarez. Rico Hernandez. Robert Raina. Robert B. Craig. Robert Eugene Sowers II. Robert Mark Cashwell, Jr. Robert Michael Doty. Robert Nathaniel Foy. Robert Ray Green. Robert Ray Icalina. Robert Ryan Subida. Robert Sweeney. Robert Thomas Swen. Roberto Villa. Rocco Daniel Camili. Rochelle Coatney. Shelley Wright. Rachelaine Ningimathio. Rocio Negron Garcia. Roderick Joseph Pipkin. Roderick Wesley Kane. Rodney Dorenzo Nettles. Roger Deshawn Atwell. Roger Jordan. Romito Buado. Ronald Everett White, Jr. Ronald Keyes. Ronnie Victor Hunley, Jr. Rory Nathan Litster. Rosa Denise Aviles. Carlos Wences. Roshana Kenesha Kezia Alacock. Roy Miguel Chambers. Roy Rogers Marks, Jr. Royce Carlton Walker. Rudolph Melvin Tilgman. Rudy Angel Quintanilla. Russell Alexander Alvarez. Russell Franklin Shirtleff. Ryan Cooper. Ryan Christopher Hopkins. Ryan Christopher Wilson. Ryan Lee. Ryan Lee Swinney. Ryan Martin Malloy. Ryan Taylor Sanderson. Ryan William Herniak. Ryan Swan. Selena Marie Hodges. Salvador Cerminio Jr. Samantha Kennedy. Samuel Bryson Thomas. Samuel John Holmes. Samuel Jones. Samuel Marcus Lujan. Sam Tyler Burris. Sandra Lucila Villa. Sarah Wyckoff. Satina Carla Reyes. Satya Jarmel Sanders. Scarlett Catherine Ware. Scott Aaron Harold. Scott Andrew Pancho. Scott Gerard McNamee. Scott Sterling Miracle. Scott Vincent Morley. Sean Anthony Mark. Sean Christopher Lee. Sean Daniel Velasquez. Sean Eric Boulay. Sean Holmes. Sean Henry Howard Riley. Sean Kieran Reed. Sean Ray. Sean Richard Baxter. Sean Shannon. Sahoya Lucy Bashirs. Sarah Pitneg Ringer. Sarah Reichert. Seth Aaron Simmons. Seth Michael Holden. Shalicia Devet Jamerson. Shamar Taylor Ecolis. Shaman Gabe Haniff. Shane Douglas White. Chantel Lashunda Thompson. Shantiska Eileen McBee. Shakoya Shane Hood. Sharon Murray. Sean Joseph Kamara. Sean Kristen Monroe. Sean Michael Parker. Shaikh Silla. Sheila Flowers. Sheila Alcine Dorset. Sherman Eugene Flemons. Sherman Timothy Tyler Jr. Sherry L. Macharia. Shondell Rogers. Shantiara Tiana Williams. Shahid Denaqua Kendrick. Sydney Leroy Carey. Sam Tekel Legiorgis. Sinua Eluzahi Contreras. Sam Bahadur Tamang. Sonia C. Donaldson. Stacy Wayne Holland. Stephan Valdez Cleveland. Stephanie Marie Stansbury. Stephen Allen Zanders. Stephen Andrew Sanders. Stephen Ware. Ding Chong. Steve James Steele. Stephen Merrill Duckworth Jr. Stephen Sutton. Stephen Raymond Hosier. Stephen William Reeves. Sterling Kim Richardson. Sterling Boyd Nowles. Stephen Charles McCune. Stephen Webster. Stephen Encarnation. Susan Vasquez. Sydney Beth Gilliam. Sydney Nicole Smith. Sion Bresci Coates. Tamara Danielle Hall. Tamba Bakari. Tamara Chambers Hales. Tammy Ann Washington. Tamra Edmonds. Tenarius Deshawn Stewart. Tanner Dean Chambers. Tanya Andrel Blake. Taryn Allison McDonald. Tana Jean Hunt. Telvin Branch. Temitope Emmanuel Adegoki. Tanisha McCutcheon. Teresa Calloway. Terrence Devon Sterling. Terrence Everett. Terrence Naheen Foskey. Terrell Eugene Looney. Terrence Bird. Terrence Jerome Withers. Terry Kim Holmes Jr. Terry Lane Swift II. Terry Lee Warren. Theogene Nagabanziza. Teresa Rovinsky. Teresa Smith Horn. Teresa Ellis. Thomas Jones. Thomas Hall. Thomas Charles Zanis. Thomas G. Dunkey. Thomas J. Rusi. Thomas Baskin. Tom Lewis Flynn. Thomas Monroe Devlin. Thomas Timothy O'Connor. Thomas Carter. Tiffany Letitia Randall. Tiffany Marie Stanglin. Tiffany Renee Alexander. Tamisha Olaia Birdsong. Tim Coley. Timothy Darrell Jenkins. Timothy George Kalla. Timothy James Murphy. Timothy James Rigg. Timothy James Ross. Timothy Ray Zuniga. Tina Marie Hunt. Tequan Desher Clanton. Titus Torres Bundridge. Todd Gordon. Todd William Scheiweibold. Toy Quan Haynes. Tommy James. Tony Lamar Harper Sr. Tracy Schwartz. Tracy Rulon Rees. Travis James Weigel. Travis Maurice Jones. Travis Robert Harages. Trayvon Ardell Stone. Trevor Pinnock. Trevor Joshua Exley. Trevor Sebastian Klein. Triana Rochelle Cunningham. Tristan Jean Mitchell. Troy Allen Tomlinson. Tiana Sharice Ali. Tyhisha Jaquane Smith. Tykesha Barnes. Tyler Connor. Tyler Love. Tyler Cobbs. Tyler J. Hutchison. Tyler John Arroyo. Tyler K. Wellman. Tyler Mitchell Merchant. Tyler Ross Bolin. Tyler Scott Eggleberry. Tyler Walker. Taekwon Keon Robinson. Tyra Nushwana Prayer. Tyree Dotson. Tyrese Anthony Shepard. Yolanda Ely. Umar Abdul Malik. Andrea Jabbar Jackson. Uriel Koiwu Warner. Utah Joseph Davis Kinsey. Valentino Vaughn. Valerius Fountain. Vance Cunningham. Vanessa Shantae Williams. Vernon Laron Fuller Jr. Victor Kenneth White. Victor Petty. Victor Manuel Martin Jr. Victor Jones. Victoria Jean Jacques. Victoria Marie Scott. Vincent Alberto Mendoza. Vincent Finney III. Vincent Edward Ortman Jr. Vincent Michael Piazza. Wade Lamar Brown. Walter Edwin Benson Jr. Walter Ray Phillips III. Wayne J. Algier. Wayne Vincent Thompson. Whitley Nicole Griffin. Whitney Nicole Noel. Wilbert Adolph Shivers Jr. Wilbur Fike. Willia Cooks. William Boniface Blamo. William Brian Ritter. William Edward Landrum. William Mullins, Jr. William Lamar Towns, Jr. William Lee Olson. William Nicholas Matthew. William Olamipo Akinfenwa. William Ryan Morgan. Will Demore. Willie Edward Powell III. Wilson Earl Rawlings. Wyatt Owen. Xavier Gatt. Xavier Elijah Wallace. Xavier Gabriel Scuyer. Yannick Jesse P. Yesenia Palmer. Yolanda Baker. Yolanda Nicole Greer. Yolandi Onjendi Washima. Young Suk Damon. Yulia Grigorian. Zach Demond Kennedy. Zachary Butler Lowell Thacker. Zachary Claude Hinklin. Zachary Harper Sykes. Zachary Harrison Mendel. Zachary Quinton Mauder. Zachary Robert Dempsey. Zachary Ryan Dean. Zachary Scott Richardson. Zachary Gatlin. Zach Corey Rhodes.
That concludes our commencement services for this graduating class of My Computer Career. We thank you, graduates. We thank your parents and family and friends for your support. We are excited to see what you accomplish in your new career and look forward to being there with you every step of the way.